This high-pitched noise, don't worry, we're playing just a few seconds, is at the center of mysterious health attacks in Cuba against U.S. and Canadian diplomats. This recording, obtained by the Associated Press, gives more of a sense of what triggered an international crisis that's made the United States-Cuba relationship sour again after Barack Obama restored diplomatic ties and even visited Cuba. Josh Lederman of the AP.
The recording gives us the first tangible sense of what it was like for these American government workers in Havana who were hearing these unexplained sounds in their residences and later developed physical symptoms.
At least 22 Americans have been affected with physical symptoms that include headaches, speech problems, hearing loss, and dizziness. Heather Nauert speaks for the State Department.
The investigation is still underway. We don't know what is causing it, and we don't know who is responsible for it.
There is a joint investigation, the FBI working with some Cuban authorities, and no one has been publicly blamed for the attacks. Roberta Braga is at the Atlantic Council.
The State Department and FBI and other investigators are considering an intentional attack, an intentional sonic attack. They've considered electromagnetic waves, like the ones that are used in our cell phones, microwaves, light bulbs. They've considered it being a spying operation gone awry. They've also considered perhaps a Cuban faction not affiliated with the Cuban government could have been behind this, or perhaps a third country with an embassy in Havana as well.
Questions linger as to who is behind these attacks. The White House is, however, pointing a finger at the government of Raul Castro. On Monday, President Trump...
I do believe Cuba is responsible. I do believe that, and it's a very unusual attack, as you know, but I do believe Cuba is responsible.
That could mean just that the U.S. feels Cuba has a duty to protect foreign diplomats. Meantime, 15 Cuban diplomats have been expelled from the U.S., and the U.S. Embassy staff in Havana has been sharply reduced, jeopardizing, perhaps ruining, the fragile thaw in U.S.-Cuba relations. We're back to a kind of Cold War. Dan Raviv, I-24 News, Washington.